We are here with Alex Clemons. Just gonna ask him a quick couple questions. Alex, who are you and what is your role in Studio.mess?
Uh, well, my name is Alex Clemons. I am the business manager for Studio.mess Productions. I'm in charge of all the business operations of the studio. As of now, it's more marketing Studio Mess, and marketing our clients as well. Picking up venues, in Syracuse and potentially other places. Doing the scouting, and also helping Alex, the other Alex, out with scouting some local talent.
Okay. All right. You mentioned local talent. Let's talk about that. Where do you begin to look for artists and see their work?
We look for local talent at just local venues. There's a lot of open mic nights. One of our clients, Exotics, has a couple gigs around Syracuse every week, and we're always there looking at different performers. A couple of our clients now we picked up at Funkin' Waffles in Syracuse after one of Exotic's performances. We talked to them. We've talked to other people who didn't feel like working with us. But overall, when we look at our local talent, where we look are just local venues. Open mic nights mostly.
Do you ever is looking on the internet a thing for you guys, or are you? It sounds to me like you definitely want to meet them in person first and foremost.
You you look at them on the internet. We had a guy that was number 4 in Syracuse, but then we saw him live, and he really wasn't all that good. We weren't really interested in it. So we'd rather see them in person first, talk to them personally, because that's what we're all about. You don't want to see them on the internet. Try to find out where they're performing, try to meet up with them, because they could be good on the internet, but when you see them live, are they energizing the crowd? Or are they just sitting there singing or rapping? So that's the main reason we like seeing the local talent live before we see them on the internet or see a page.
I think that's really fair. What are some of the venues Studio.mess has visited and have had performances? And does any particular location stick out to you?
We've been to a few places, all in Syracuse and the suburbs. We haven't gotten out to New York State, even places like Auburn or Rochester yet. But like I said, we see Funkin' Waffles every Wednesday, Max Bad Art Bar in Mattydale, the Bridge Street Tavern in Solvay. So we've been pretty covered across Syracuse and their suburbs. But the biggest one is, like I said, is Funkin' Waffles. The reputation it has in all of Syracuse and on the SU Hill, because the younger crowd is, with the music we're marketing right now, the younger crowd, that's what they like. But it's not just the younger crowd. When you go to Funkin' Waffles, you see all ages there, and all ages support the music, like the music. And so that's why you see us there. That's why Funkin' Waffles, it's every Wednesday night. That's why it's always usually a you have to go. If there's another open mic night on Wednesday, it's Funkin' Waffles first. There's been a couple times where we've had actual rap shows at the Fusion Room in North Syracuse. That's a big show. A lot of different artists, and that's the only exception. But we still brought our main client, Exotics, to Funkin' Waffles before the show. So Funkin' Waffles is the biggest, the best one, the one we'd like to go to. But it's very hard. Unfortunately, people don't give rap a chance, so a lot of venues we do visit, don't want us there or won't tell us until we actually get there. So, but Funkin' Waffles accepts everything, no matter how dirty it is, well, to a point at least, no matter how dirty
Right.
it is, and
Right.
they're a very supporting business and with a very supporting crowd.
Right. I was actually going to follow up when you started mentioning that. I was going to ask, and you kind of halfway answered it, at least without me even asking. You would get turned away because is it the explicit of the rap genre in general? Is there any particular reason you think that someone would hear rap, and is it? Do you think you're being discriminated against by genre?
Uh, in a way, but I don't really think so. It's more of like, there is that bad side that does follow rap, which unfortunately happens with all genres. But unfortunately, a lot of the open mic nights are at bars, and a lot of the bar owners don't want a bad crowd, or it's just a risk of a bad crowd. So it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of work to try to convince these guys to let us in. Just for a show. And we've been lucky sometimes, and we've just, no matter how hard you try, they just give you a no.
Okay, thank you for clarifying on that. All right, thanks for sticking with me up till now. I got one last question for you. What can everybody expect from Studio.mess this summer, or even later this year? Is there anything you can tell me right now?
Well, the big thing is we're gonna eventually get a Facebook page up and running, a like page that everyone can visit. We'll have all of our updates, our information there, especially our contact information for some artists that might want to give it a try. Otherwise, we're gonna do our thing. We're gonna keep going to Funk and Waffles. We're gonna continue on searching for venues. Hopefully get some more exposure for our artists. But yeah, otherwise we're gonna do our thing. Later this year, we have some potential things that could get us on the map, nationally and internationally. But right now, those are potential things. It's nothing is set in stone. But right now, just the summer's Facebook page and trying to get more exposure. And later this year happens. When opportunities come along, we'll take them and see where we go from there.
All right. Well, thanks for answering my questions.
Hey, no
Sticking
problem.
through.
No problem.
All right.